Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to your weekly youth show. My name is Justisha Shipena, and remember, every Tuesday, join us on our Facebook pages, that's My Zone, for more exciting youth news across the country. So today in our segment, we'll be looking at the recently schools that have started phase 2 of grade 0 to grade 3 have commenced, and we'll be looking at short videos of the schools from Moses Vanderbilt Primary School, Matati Sari, and this is how it went about.
All right, my name is Pastor Claro, the principal of Matati Sari Primary School. We are very excited this morning to receive our learners back at school. And equally the learners also, as I have visited this morning the classrooms, the learners are also at the same time excited to be back at school because it's the right of every child to be educated and so on. Before we have allowed the learners back into their classes, we had a parent consultation meeting about the different time slots that these boys and girls will do, and then with the help of the parents we have fumigated the classes and so on. So at the gates we have got thermal guns where we are taking the temperature of every child and also sanitize these boys and girls and allowing them, escorting them also to their classes and so. So the parents are coming and then leaving their children at the gate, and if we find out that for instance the temperature of the child is above 38 degrees, then we have got an arrangement that we call the parent immediately, and so that the parent can come and collect these boys and girls. But in a nutshell, we are very much happy and excited to receive these boys and girls. And also in the classrooms, normally our classes ranges from 40 plus, but we have now scaled it down to plus minus 19 to 20 learners or pupils in the class. So the rest of them will come later on. Our school lessons will end officially today around 2 o'clock because we have got two classes, two groups.
Now this is the attendance list. I'm marking you down. You are ready? Now go.
Plastic bag. The plastic covering the table is so that it is easier for us to sanitize as they are moving in and out of the classrooms. And they have a corridor in between in the classroom, so that if they are to exit the classroom, they do not come and interfere with this one's box. They can just exit through the corridor and go out of the classroom. They are not allowed to take part, to turn around and talk to their friend because they are boxed in. The only place they're supposed to face is the chalkboard and to face me. And then they have the COVID-19 regulations, like I did on the chalkboard. We had to go through them. This is what we are going to do. Every day, the first hour or the first 30 minutes, we have to drill the importance of this COVID-19 regulations with them so that it can sink into them. Because this morning when I asked them, they did not even know what COVID-19 was or what corona was, some of them did not even hear about them. So I had to tell them what the coronavirus was about and the importance of the mask, why they cannot turn around and talk to their friends, and why they are boxed in. We had to talk to them why they have to walk in the corridor and not just be walking, and why they have to enter one by one and not in groups. So as for the stationery, I'm giving every child their pencil case with their stationery inside them, so that they don't have to share a pencil with the next child or a color pencil.
So there you have it. The previous video was of our schools as they resume schools, and it was exciting to see that teachers are going all the way out to create posters in educating the Namibian child about the current pandemic. Today is also Truth Day, and remember to tell the truth, as it will set you free. The truth hurts, but you gotta have it at some point. But with me here I have Tuilika Andreas, and she's the founder of Dear Girl Namibia and the founder of Purposeful Camp. Welcome to our studio, Tuilika.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Justicia.
All right. So, as the founder of this Dear Child Namibia, why did you decide to bring up with this initiative in upliftment of the Namibian child?
Okay, so before I begin speaking about Dear Girl Namibia, I think it's important that I also just speak a little bit about myself. I was raised in the coastal town of Walvis Bay, which is currently plagued by the pandemic, as we know. And growing up, I've seen so much lack, especially for the Namibian girl child, where she is continuously not supplied with her needs and necessities to exist freely in a society that gives her what she needs. So we came up with this initiative where we target girls in especially remote areas and speak to them about purpose, identity, dignity, and give them washable sanitary pads, something that is sustainable for their future.
That's perfect. You've also founded the Purposeful Camp, and this, which makes many people look forward to this camp every single year because it's hosted in December every year. So we are all looking forward to this camp. What would you say are some of the successes of this camp?
So last year was our first camp, and I can say that it really was a success. It was a success story because of, first of all, we have good remarks from the participants, their parents, and even our Honorable Minister of Mines and Energy, who is currently our patron. So I think this camp is a success in its own because of the impact it had on these young people. Today, if you're looking at the Namibian mainstream, these young people who took part in this camp are now starting initiatives. They are now trailblazers and disruptors in their communities, and they are doing changes that we didn't even expect they would do. So that is really something amazing.
That's grateful. Being it that the Purposeful Camp is scheduled to happen this upcoming December, what are some of the things me as a young individual can look forward to this camp, taking into consideration that we need to get used to the new normal? So how different would it be from the one that was held last year?
So last year's camp took place at Waterberg Resort. This year we are hoping it will take place at Midgard Country Estate, and we are quite ecstatic about this because this place is beautiful and it has beautiful places to live in. So I think what will be different this year is the number of applicants we'll accept. There'll definitely be fewer than last year's in order to stick to the regulations of the national state of emergency. And also in that same vein, we will be practicing all the COVID-19 regulations that are in place, including social distancing, as well as wearing of masks and continuous sanitizing. So even when we promote the camp, we also promote these important measures that they need to take, you know, not only at the camp, but also after the camp and before the camp as they apply for the camp.
Okay. Should I attend this event, what are some of the activities I would be doing at this Purposeful Camp?
So Purposeful Camp is basically all about purpose, passion and proactivity, meaning that we have four main pillars, these are personal development, public speaking, leadership, and financial literacy. So if you are interested in any of those, interested in enhancing your networking and connections with fellow young people, you should definitely apply. Apart from that, we also have stimulation activities and outdoor activities that will challenge not only your thinking capacity, but as well as your teamwork skills and how you integrate into a society with other people.
That's great. So I would like to get my leadership and public speaking skills from you guys. I know you are one of the members of the Children's Parliament 2 years ago or last year, and how has this played a role in establishing these foundations that you have currently?
Okay, just correction, it was actually the Junior National Council and not the Children's Parliament, but they basically work hand in hand. I think also being involved in youth politics has boosted the confidence level that I have today and also just opened doors for me. So I think it's really important that young people put themselves out there and just give it a shot. You know, if you feel like you have something to give to the world, don't be afraid and don't be intimidated by people or their expectations of you. Rather, just trust that your capabilities will definitely push you to greater horizons.
Okay, so we are launching our, not actually launching, but we are going to have our Career VX on the 12th of August. So what do you think are some of these initiatives? What are some of the roles they play in a young child's life?
I think now that you mentioned career, I think it's important that young people continuously expose themselves to these activities because they help nurture and shape their team building and team working skills. You know, being in the career mainstream and being a professional, you also need to know how to articulate yourself in front of people and how to you know, bring across your ideas so that people can understand what exactly you're trying to say. So I think every young person should definitely look into taking part in activities such as these. Not only this, but also platforms like NANSO, platforms like, you know, all these youth leadership where they can actually enhance their skills.
That's perfect. Do you perhaps have a few words for our girl child out there to take the drive and to take initiative of their own lives?
Yes, I do. As a firm advocate for the Namibian girl child, I believe that every Namibian girl child is capable of her wildest dreams, and it only takes that one single step for you to become the phenomenal woman that you're supposed to be. Since today is Truth Day, I also encourage that you live your truth, and no matter where you are, if you feel like your truth is to become a doctor, if you feel like your truth is to become a DJ, go after it with passion, purpose, and proactivity.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from our youth activist. She says, chase your passion and make sure to go for it. That's it from us here in studio, and make sure to join us on the 12th of August for our Career VX. And